Hey, youth families, super excited to come at you with an update on the 2025 Trinity Youth Summer Calendar. As you can see, I'm sharing my screen right now and wanted to walk you all through a few things with the calendar. First and foremost, on the right, you're going to see that Trinity Youth Summer Calendar graphic. This graphic is as a part of this email and is downloadable for you all. However, just know that I have sent this off for printing, turn it into those nice magnetic calendars so that way you can put this up in your kitchen so that way you can monitor and track what's happening kind of from a big picture perspective this summer. But also, you'll notice that as a part of this calendar, there's a QR code. I've also included a link as part of this email. If you scan that QR code or click on that link, it's going to have you subscribe to the calendar. So that way you can get this calendar and any updates that happen to your calendar as a part of your calendar as well. But did want to walk you through a few things on this calendar and a few events that are going to be happening this summer just to let you and your teenagers know. One of my hearts for this summer was to have more regular get-togethers as a youth group, but keep it a little more informal. And so you'll notice that with the schedule, we have things Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays, we've got Taco Tuesday, which is something that we've been doing for previous years. But Wednesday, we're going to start doing worship, bonfire, and stories. And then Thursdays, we're going to have a book study for our high schoolers. So that being said, the very first event of the summer is our first Taco Tuesday. That's going to be on May 27th. Tuesday, of course. And location change this year. We're going to be doing it at Palenque, downtown Littleton, from 11:45 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. Come send your teenagers. They're going to get free tacos and have an opportunity to hang out with the Trinity staff, as well as any volunteers who might be able to join as well. And just so you know, just to kind of read the calendar here, on May we see that we have on First Taco Tuesday that little dancing taco guy. If you go to the 27th, there's a dancing taco guy there. But there's also one in those dancing taco guys to kind of indicate when that event is happening on this calendar. So you notice in June, the 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th it's happening, but on the 24th it is not happening. And you can look at the other months to see what's going on there. But also know that the public-facing calendar, which you can see on the left-hand side of my screen, will also share which dates it's happening and which dates it's not happening. As well as the summer kickoff, which is kind of our first big event of the summer, is going to be on June 1st. That's Sunday, June 1st from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Swire Arts House. So if I click over here, you can see all the details about that. No registration required for that, but we're going to be swimming. So encourage your teenager to bring a swimsuit and a towel, and we'll have a little barbecue. So Wednesdays, though, starting on June 11th, we're going to be doing worship, bonfires, and stories. Just a low-key time to hang out from 7 to 9 p.m. at my house. We'll play some worship music. We'll sit around a bonfire, chat, and tell stories. Share testimonies, share stories of when we've seen God moving in our life. And then on Thursdays for our high schoolers, we're going to have, and this is sort of the graphic here for the worship, bonfire, and stories and the details associated with that. And then on Thursday mornings for our teenagers, we are going to have a books and coffee, which is just an opportunity for your teenagers to come and read Practicing the Way from 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. at Mango Tree Coffee in downtown Littleton. I would ask that you do register your teenager if they want to participate in that, and they'll be asked to read the very first chapter of that book before they show up to the first one on June 5th. There are, of course, more things happening this summer, and we would encourage you to check out the Trinity Youth Summer Calendar for that, the public-facing calendar, as well as the calendar that will eventually be on all of your fridges, I hope. But if you have any questions, feel free to email me, Cassie, or just youth@trinitylittleton.com. As many of you know, I'll be heading out on paternity leave here soon, any day now. And so I'll be stepping away for a little bit, and Cassie and the youth interns that we've brought on this summer will be stepping in to fill in my absence. But really excited to spend the summer with y'all's teenagers in various different capacities, and pray that God would bless you. Bye.